In the arid, sun-scorched expanse of the Sahel, the nations of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger stand. They find themselves at a precarious crossroads of history, facing an uncertain and dangerous future ahead. United by a shared sense of urgency, they reject the traditional oversight of distant regional powers. These nations have forged the Alliance of Sahel States, a bold military bloc for their survival. This alliance is designed to reclaim sovereignty over their fractured territories. Long plagued by deep instability, the landscape is currently defined by the relentless pressure of jihadist insurgencies across the vast region. These insurgencies threaten to destabilize the very foundations of their governments and their fragile national structures. Simultaneously, separatist movements chip away at the edges of their national borders with increasing, violent intensity. This fragile coalition represents a desperate bid for survival against the forces tearing their nations apart. The three military-led regimes consolidate their resources to confront an existential threat that has long persisted. Their primary objective is to establish a unified front against the chaos threatening their sovereign authority. They aim to transform their individual struggles into a singular, cohesive defense strategy for the region. The sun beats down upon the dry earth, mirroring the heat of the conflict they face. Soldiers gather in dusty outposts, preparing for the long, arduous fight against the encroaching insurgent threat. The leaders of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger meet in secret to finalize their strategic military. They map out the desert terrain, identifying key locations where the insurgents hide and operate daily. Every decision made in these halls carries the weight of thousands of lives and national futures. The Alliance seeks to prove that they can handle their own security without relying on others. They move with a sense of purpose, knowing that failure could lead to total state collapse. The desert wind carries the whispers of war, a constant reminder of the stakes involved here. They strengthen their borders, deploying troops to the most vulnerable areas where separatist groups remain active. Communication lines are established between the three capitals to ensure a rapid, coordinated military response time. Each nation contributes its best equipment and most experienced soldiers to the newly formed joint force. They train together under the harsh Sahelian sun, building trust despite their different historical military traditions. The goal is to create a seamless defense network that can react to threats in real time. They share intelligence on insurgent movements, closing the gaps that were previously exploited by the enemy. The Alliance is a testament to their resolve, a shield against the darkness of regional instability. They face immense challenges, from limited resources to the vast, unforgiving nature of the desert terrain. Yet, they remain steadfast, committed to the idea that their unity is their greatest strategic asset. The world watches as these three nations attempt to rewrite the narrative of their own history. They are forging a new path, one defined by self-reliance and a shared vision for peace. The struggle is far from over, but the Alliance has taken the first, most critical steps. They stand united against the tide of chaos, determined to protect their people and their land. The Sahelian Shield Alliance is more than just a military pact. It is a national promise. They look toward the horizon, ready to face whatever challenges the coming years may bring them. Their resolve is hardened by the fire of conflict and the necessity of their collective survival. The Alliance serves as a warning to those who seek to dismantle their sovereign authority today. They are no longer isolated, but a cohesive force capable of defending their shared regional interests. The desert landscape remains, but it is now patrolled by a force that knows no borders. They march forward, united in their mission to secure a future free from the insurgent threat. The Alliance is the cornerstone of their new defense strategy, built on trust and shared sacrifice. They understand that their strength lies in their ability to act as one single, powerful entity. The road ahead is long and difficult, but they are prepared to walk it together now. They have turned the tide of their individual struggles into a unified, powerful regional defense movement. The Sahelian Shield Alliance stands as a beacon of hope in a region long defined by they are the architects of their own destiny, building a future that they can finally control. The military-led regimes are focused on the task at hand, leaving no room for internal doubt. They have consolidated their power, ensuring that their resources are used to the best possible effect. The insurgents are finding it harder to operate as the Alliance tightens its grip on territory. The border regions, once lawless, are now being reclaimed by the forces of the three nations. They are proving that unity can overcome even the most daunting of regional security challenges today. The Alliance is a bold experiment, one that could redefine the future of the entire Sahel. They remain vigilant, knowing that the enemy is constantly adapting to their new military strategies now. The Alliance is ready to meet those challenges, standing firm in their commitment to national security. They are the shield that protects their people from the encroaching chaos of the modern era. The Sahelian Shield Alliance is a testament to the power of unity in the face of. They move with confidence, knowing that they have the support of their fellow Alliance member nations. The future of the Sahel is being written by those who are willing to fight for. They stand as a united front, ready to defend their sovereignty against any and all threats. The Sahelian Shield Alliance is the definitive answer to the existential crisis of their modern history. As the Alliance of Sahel States intensifies its military operations, the geopolitical climate grows increasingly volatile. This shift draws the ire of regional political rivals who view this new bloc with suspicion. They perceive the alliance as a direct, dangerous challenge to the established order of the region. The battlefield has expanded far beyond remote desert outposts into the complex arena of international diplomacy. Here, the alliance must carefully navigate the severe consequences of its defiant and isolationist political stance. While the military forces achieve tactical successes against extremist cells, the internal strain begins to mount. Maintaining such a high-intensity conflict tests the limits of cooperation between the three military-led regimes. Resources are stretched thin as the soldiers push deeper into the heart of the insurgent territories. The narrative of the Sahel is no longer just about the fight against a persistent insurgency. It is now a high-stakes gamble for regional hegemony and the elusive goal of political legitimacy. Diplomats scramble in foreign capitals, trying to interpret the bold moves made by these three nations. Sanctions loom on the horizon, threatening to choke the fragile economies that support the military effort. Yet, the leaders of the alliance remain steadfast, convinced that their path is the only survival. They view the external pressure not as a deterrent, but as proof of their growing influence. Inside the command centers, maps are marked with red ink, showing the slow reclamation of territory. Every village secured is a victory for sovereignty, yet every loss deepens the internal political divide. The soldiers on the ground are weary, their boots worn thin by the relentless desert heat. They fight with a grim determination, knowing that their families depend on the success of this. The alliance is a fragile experiment, a marriage of convenience born from the fires of war. Whether this coalition will emerge as a beacon of stability remains the central, haunting question today. Or perhaps it will succumb to the overwhelming pressures of external opposition and deep internal strife. The future of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger hangs in the balance of this historic gamble. Each day brings new challenges, testing the resolve of the commanders and the faith of citizens. The international community watches with bated breath, waiting to see if the shield will hold firm. In the dusty streets of the capital cities, the people hope for peace after years of. They look to the alliance as a potential savior, despite the uncertainty that clouds the horizon. The geopolitical chess game continues, with the alliance making moves that defy the traditional power structures. They are rewriting the rules of engagement, forcing the world to acknowledge their sovereign, independent path. The desert winds carry the echoes of conflict, a constant reminder of the stakes involved here. The Sahel stands at a crossroads, where the outcome will redefine the destiny of these nations. Military convoys rumble across the arid plains, kicking up plumes of dust that obscure the sun. Communication lines remain intermittent, forcing local commanders to rely on their own tactical instincts daily. The alliance leaders meet in secret, debating the merits of their bold, isolationist foreign policy decisions. They know that any sign of weakness could invite intervention from those who oppose their rise. Meanwhile, the separatist movements regroup in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike back. The tension is palpable in every government office, where bureaucrats struggle to maintain basic public services. Inflation bites deep into the pockets of the common people, fueling quiet resentment in the markets. Despite these hardships, the state media broadcasts a message of unwavering unity and national pride daily. The soldiers are the primary instruments of this vision, patrolling borders that are notoriously difficult to. They navigate treacherous terrain where the line between friend and foe is often blurred by history. Intelligence reports flow into the capital, painting a picture of a region on the absolute brink. The alliance must balance its military objectives with the urgent need to provide for its population. If they fail to deliver tangible results, the public support that sustains them will surely evaporate. Foreign observers analyze every speech, looking for cracks in the facade of this new military bloc. They wonder if the three nations can truly sustain such an aggressive and singular strategic vision. The alliance remains defiant, asserting that their sovereignty is not up for negotiation with external powers. This stance has alienated traditional allies, forcing the bloc to seek new, unconventional partnerships elsewhere now. The shifting alliances reflect the broader instability that currently grips the entire vast Sahelian region today. Every decision made in the halls of power ripples outward, affecting the lives of millions of people. The weight of history presses down on the leaders, who know they are writing a new chapter. They are attempting to forge a destiny independent of the colonial shadows that once defined them. The path forward is fraught with peril, but they believe it is the only way forward. As the sun sets over the horizon, the silence of the desert is broken by distant. The cycle of violence continues, yet the resolve of the alliance members remains remarkably, stubbornly firm. They are committed to the long struggle, regardless of the heavy costs they must eventually pay. The world watches, waiting to see if this bold experiment will survive the coming harsh winter. Only time will reveal whether their vision for the Sahel will lead to lasting regional peace. For now, the focus remains on the immediate survival of the state and its military forces. The alliance stands ready, bracing for whatever challenges the next dawn will inevitably bring them all. The future of the Sahel remains a story still being written in blood, grit, and hope.